So you don't build a premium brand by telling people you're premium. The moment you say that, you've proven that you're not at all. Today I'll show you how a premium brand is actually built, the behavioral science behind it, and the biggest brand in Australia that does it perfectly without ever saying a word. So here's the mistake I see constantly. An established business decides they want to move up the ladder. They want to start charging more and attracting better clients. So it announces it, whether it's a new package and it's premium quality, the best in the business, slaps it on the website, puts it in the pitch deck, and it does nothing. In fact, it does worse than nothing, because premium isn't a claim that you make, it's an impression that you leave. Nobody has ever read the words premium quality on a busy, shouty website and believed them. I work with a lot of business owners who have the opposite problem. They know their work is worth more than what they're charging. In fact, their work is genuinely excellent, but the brand doesn't back that up. And that brand gap is what's costing them the premium that they've already earned. So here's the science underneath all of this. It's called signaling theory. And once you see it, you'll see it everywhere. We as humans instinctively trust things that appear to show effort, because effort implies quality. When something looks considered, restrained, cared for, your brain reads it as higher value before you consciously decided anything. When something looks rushed, cluttered, loud, you read the opposite, no matter how good the actual work is. So a premium brand doesn't tell you it's premium, it signals it. It's the tone of writing, it's the confidence to leave white space, and the consistency that says nothing here is accidental. You're not being persuaded, you're being shown, and you draw your own conclusion, which is far more powerful than any bold claim. You want the perfect example? It's sitting in your pocket and you see it everywhere. Telstra is one of the premium telcos in this country, and it hardly ever says the word. It doesn't have to. The widest mobile coverage in Australia, reaching places the other networks simply can't, and a reliability that people quietly plan their work and life around. That's the signal, and it does all the talking. Meanwhile, the cheaper networks spend all of their airtime shouting about their price, insisting they're the best. Telstra just shows you coverage on a map and lets you reach the obvious conclusion. And they charge accordingly without ever needing to argue the point. Even their latest campaign, Australia is why, 3 words, no boasting, no features, no we're number one. It just says so much more than we are the best ever could. The signaling is at the highest level. Now, I do often come across businesses that want to signal luxury, not premium. And there is a really quick distinction, because these two get tangled up all the time. And it does matter. Luxury is about status and scarcity. You're paying for the prestige, the rarity, the badge. Think heritage watches, fashion houses. The price is a large part of the point. Premium is about justified value. You're paying more because the quality, the experience, or the outcome genuinely warrants it. And you can rationalize the decision. Premium is earned on merit, not mystique. And that's great news, because it means you don't need to be a luxury label to be premium. A trade business can be premium. A manufacturer can be premium. A law firm, an accountant, a landscaper can be premium. You just need to be visibly, believably better and disciplined around showing it. Which brings me to one idea I want you to take away from this video. Premium isn't a single thing you make. It's a pattern you repeat. It's not the logo, not one nice photo, not a well-written line. It's your tone, your pace, your visual logic, and your level of care. Repeated so consistently, it becomes instinct. One premium moment is a fluke. 100 consistent ones is a premium brand. Think about the brands you generally call premium. Their restraint is relentless. They don't fill every space or chase every trend. They create space. White space is literally confidence made visible. It says, we don't need to fill this space to prove ourselves. So as a business owner, practically, what do? You get deliberate about your signals, the big ones. Restraint over noise. Say less, mean more. Considered language. Every line should sound like it was thought about, because it was. Ruthless consistency. Same tone, same look, same standard everywhere. This is where most brands quietly fail. A sharp website followed by a sloppy proposal cracks the whole impression. Quality in the details, the finish on the packaging, the speed of a reply, the typo you didn't leave in. People judge you on things they don't consciously notice. And confidence, not desperation. Premium brands don't chase, discount, or beg. They hold their position calmly. Notice what's not on that list. Raising your prices. Price is the last thing you change, not the first. And here's the fastest way to destroy it all. Discounting. The moment you slash your price to win a job, you tell the market the high price was never real. You train people to wait for the sale, and you re-anchor yourself as the cheaper option. One panic discount can undo months of careful signaling. If you're constantly discounting to compete, you don't have a pricing problem, you've got a positioning problem. And premium is the cure, not the casualty. So here's the whole thing in one line. You can't convince people you're worth more. You act like you are consistently until they believe it's true. Then the price looks after itself. If you reckon your work is worth more than your brand is currently earning you, I run a free brand audit. It'll give you a straight read on where your signals are leaking. Links below, signal it, don't say it, and go leave your mark. I'll see you on the next one.